Warning! This show discusses craft brewed beer and is intended for viewers over the age of 21. Viewer discretion is advised. Drink responsibly!
Well, it's time to belly up to the bar and find out what's on tap at Brews with Brian. Welcome, everybody, back to Brews with Brian, your weekly craft beer review podcast here on the Lotus Sports Network, where each week myself, the Colonel, and my co host, Bill, reviews a craft beer from around the world. You know, it's a fantastic thing, craft beer. You know, these things are made with patience and time, and the people that brew this stuff actually care about the product they're delivering to the customer. Unlike the big box corporate beer that we all have to drink, sometimes that's all you got. But let's get into it, guys. What are we talking about this week? Looks like we got Bigfoot, a barley wine style ale from Sierra Nevada. Sierra Nevada makes some fantastic beers, one of the best in the world. Let's take a look at it right here. Bigfoot poured into a glass, man. That's how you should drink your craft beer, man. You get so much more out of the aroma if you pour that thing into a glass. So definitely, when you drink a craft beer, pour that thing into a glass. But guys, here you are. You probably want a review. That's probably why you're here. So let's start this thing out with the appearance. This thing pours an amber brown color, light brown frothy head, no visible particulate, average lacing, above average head retention, which is that white foamy layer right there. Aromas are bready, earthy, pine, boozy, and a medium strength as far as overall scent. So it doesn't have a heavy aroma, but it's there. Tasting this beer, it's very bready, toasted barley, pine, citrus, black pepper, very boozy, high strength of flavor. So where the aroma was lacking, the taste definitely makes up for it. Whatever you're missing, the aroma, the taste has. This thing is a boozy beer, so you definitely want to monitor how much you you drink this thing because it will get away from you. Trust me, I know. Overall, full body, average carbonation, high mouth warming, highly bitter, mildly mouth coating, and moderately creamy. Sounds like a good beer to me, guys. How about you? Overall, it's amber brown in color with no visible particulate and above average head retention. A bouquet was malt forward with minimal. Guys, I'm sorry. I might have been drinking just a little bit. But anyway, the taste was high in strength and malt, forward with pine, citrus, and black pepper character. The feel was full bodied with plenty of mouth warming and bitterness. Overall, this provided a nice drinking experience and was very enjoyable and a very good example of this style, which is the barley wine. And I haven't reviewed many of them. Maybe you have to go back into the archives really far to get a barley wine. But Bigfoot by Sierra Nevada is definitely one of my favorites. You got to check it out. Again, anything by Sierra Nevada, I highly recommend because you will enjoy it if you enjoy the show. So that's all I got to say about the barley wine right there. Let's stop right here to remind you that every episode of Brews with Brian is sponsored by BetterHelp. You can check out betterhelp.com/Lotus Sports Network to save 10% off your first month of online therapy. Let's go full screen on the video version here. You can scan the QR code and it'll take you right to it. Save 10% off your first month of online therapy with betterhelp.com/Lotus Sports Network. So definitely, guys, check it out if you're having mental health needs. BetterHelp is one of the best providers of therapy there is on their online because maybe you're not comfortable going to a therapist in your home area because maybe you went to high school with them or whatever and you're not comfortable with that. And there's nothing wrong with that, guys. So check out betterhelp.com/Lotus Sports Network and save 10% off your first month of online therapy. Well, guys, let's get back to the show here. You see that picture there? Let's go full screen. Just show him off a little bit right there. Look at that man. That's Bill, our co-host. Everybody knows Bill around here. Rides that Harley around the country looking for the next ex-wife. And he happened to be on the West Coast and finding this Sierra Nevada Bigfoot, this barley wine style beer. Let's see what Bill had to say about it. Each and every week, you can see Bill here pouring a beer into the Brews with Brian mug. He loved it, guys. You know that image. Let's go full screen to show it off. Look at that. You can tell that man right there enjoys that beer that he is drinking. You know, Bill just want to let everybody know he's okay. He's still riding that Harley. He enjoyed this beer very much. He said it might be one of his favorite barley wines, which I'll have to check in with him later on to find out what his other ones are because we don't really talk about barley wines that much here. Normally it's IPAs. But Bill really enjoyed this barley wine Bigfoot from Sierra Nevada. Bill, I appreciate everything you do for the show, man. We'll see you next week. All right, guys, we got the Brews with Brian Bar trivia answers from last week. Let's get to the question first. What was the first ice hockey puck made out of? Cow manure. Sounds like a shitty situation to me, but I guess it worked fine for them. The question for this week: what was the original name for the planet Uranus? Because it's Uranus, not Uranus. Because we're not all 6-year-old kids, you know. Let's read it one more time. What was the original name for the planet Uranus? That one might be hard. I mean, you got to be pretty schooled in the astrological world to know that answer. I guess we'll get it next week. Guys, just want to thank everybody for listening. The show continues to grow by leaps and bounds. Check us out anywhere you find your favorite podcast. And guys, I hope we're part of that group. Check out the video version of the show on YouTube or Spotify. Check out lotussportsnetwork.com to buy yourself a Brews with Brian t-shirt. Are you a Colonel guy? You can buy you a shirt. Are you a Bill guy? You can buy yourself a shirt. It really meant a lot to us if you help support the brand. We've got Lotus Sports Cares that benefits the Children's Hospital of Alabama, and that means a lot to me personally because I deal with them a lot. And all proceeds we make off of that shirt goes to the hospital, and that means a lot to us. If you are going to buy one shirt from Lotus Sports Network, buy that shirt because it benefits a good cause, and it means a lot to us. But guys, we're going to wrap it up here. I'm the Colonel. You just heard the Brews with Brian podcast. And don't forget, stop back by Brews with Brian where knowledge is always on tap.